We do have space in a Highland Outbuilding to get a trap underneath it.
Where'd my ruler go?
Hi, Matt.
Hi.
This is Matt. Matt owns Pipe Works based out of Huntsville, Ontario. He's also a good pal, and he's going to come and help us get some plumbing into the cabin today. So we're going to get we're just getting the drain on the shower pan right now. Decker's doing some cleaning up. So we got the hole. It just comes on the other side of the floor joist here. So Matt's much smarter than I am. And we're going to figure out how to get the water out of the building. And then on a future visit, we're going to figure out how to get the water into the building. So eventually we're going to have water collection or transfer pumped into these ICB totes. And then we won't have to use our ghetto outdoor shower anymore. We're also going to have a drain coming out of the sink here. So this is the hand washing sink in the bathroom. Loving the incinerating toilet. It's been working great. And then we also have a sink in here that we got to get water out of too. And these are both just going to dump into a gray water pit since we don't have any sewage here because we're using the incinerating toilet or the outhouse. So this double sink that we have in the kitchen here, this is also going to get drained underneath the cabin. Up until now, we've been draining into this bucket here, which has worked fine. Once that 5-gallon jug is empty, then it's time to dump the bucket. But we're going to get these drains through the floor and then out towards the sleeping cabin. And then we'll have all of our water exhausted to the same area. And I'll show you. Hi, Brucey. What's up, puppy? So over here, these drain lines are going to come this way, and we're going to excavate the pit in this general area over here, and then it'll just drain nicely. Since it's gray water, it's all good. So we got a fair bit of work to do here today, but we got a good start on things. The kids are riding around on the quads, and we're hoping to get done in enough time to go for a ride. Hey man, thanks so much for your help.
You're welcome.
Matt's well, Matt's he does real plumbing jobs for a living, usually in cottages in the Muskoka area. But today, a big help for us. So thanks again, bud.
You're welcome.
Cheers. Do, 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 do. Thank you. Oh, look how strong this guy is. Smells and everything. And in she goes.
Like a glove.
Magic. So you're saying we're going to have to cut through this wall all the way to the exterior to get the shower valve in?
Yeah, we gotta cut right into this stud space.
Which is fine.
Get the shower valve in.
We can do that. That's no big deal. We'll do what we got to do.
And now we can go outside.
Outside we go. All right, so we're making progress. We got the drain in here for the shower. We do have space in a Highland Outbuilding to get a trap underneath it
Where'd my ruler go?
and get it over here. We're running this down. This here is the drain for the sink on the inside. We'll run you in there. Matt's just doing the 45-degree angle. We're going to draw over here to put the pit in afterwards.
Hey Matt, where did my ruler go?
Decker's our cutter. What are you thinking of the plumbing today?
It's good.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's a good helper.
Yeah.
So here's our drain pipe for the sink. The shower drain is in. Making progress here. All right, so little update here. We now have the kitchen sink draining out here. This is eventually going to get tied in down here to the drain that's coming out of the shower. So that's all sorted. Over here to the sink drain. The vent goes right up underneath the soffit, which is perfect. We'll get this sort of figured out. We'll get the big O on the end of that. And we'll bring you on inside here before we do too much more. So my son Declan actually put the sink together, which is really cool. And then we got the wall cut out here to get the shower valve in, and then we'll get the shower kit put together. It's a bit of a chintzy kit, I'll admit that.
We got to get some more adhesive to get the panels to stick to the wall, but it does have a glass shower door that goes on this, so we're getting there. We do have to level the pan just a wee bit, but we're making progress. And by the end of today, the shower should be working pretty good. We're not going to have the supply in today. We still have to get the water that's going to be filling that into both the cabin and this building, and then figure out which hot water on demand system that we will mount over here somewhere and make sure that it's easy to winterize, because we will let this thing freeze in the winter. This is just here to cover up the charge controller underneath it. So that's specifically for the battery that runs the incinerating toilet. And of course we have our propane tanks for that. We'll find a permanent solution back here.
Are you gonna need this?
Probably not. There's our plumber apprentice. How's it going?
Good, you?
Good. Hi. So here we just have a 250 watt panel that's charging up that battery over there for the incinerating toilet. We will find a permanent way to mount that, but actually this is working really well considering it's completely covered by the soffit on the back of the cabin. We should not have to clear snow off of that this winter, so we may just leave that like that for now, and we'll tidy all this stuff up once we get a little further down the road. But we're getting there. Beautiful fall day. The colors are looking great. I believe it's... Caden, is it October yet?
I'm not sure. Which one do you think is the clover?
This one.
Yeah. This one looks like one. What is his name?
I think it's the 1st of October. So this is what we're looking like up at the Brae here in this beautiful weather. It's like at least 20 degrees, which is awesome. And the girls are making breakfast. Hey, Brucey, what do you see over there? Oh, there she goes, doing hunting. A little Theo learning how to be a bush pup too. So Matt's using the coolest stuff. What are these called again?
Upanor fittings, expansion.
Upanor expansion fittings. No torch in here. No soldering. They expand with this like super cool little tool. And
I don't know how.
this is like coming together real quick. It's awesome. Okay, so this is as far as we're going to get today. What we've done here is eventually we're going to feed into these, the hot and cold from the cistern's going to go into a pressure tank, which is in turn going to go into a hot water on demand that's going to sit here, have a bit of a roof over it. But in the meantime, we'll have sort of a small cistern that will have a bit of a jet pump in it that can feed. We can make the water the temperature we want, feed into this line here, and then we can actually have a shower with warm water until we get the rest of the system going. We're not going to energize this system this fall because we're just a month away from freezing weather, but that's all ready to go, sorted out. We got some insulation over it so the UV doesn't degrade the piping. The drains are all in, vents up there, looking good. What are you saying, baby?
Yeah, not much. You guys putting stuff on?
Yeah, but you can start backfilling. Of course, we made a massive mess. We got to get some drywall for in here. We can't install the shower until we put a 1/2 layer of drywall on this, so we'll get all this stuff on here as well. But the shower valve's in, everything's kind of sorted. It's all within the wall. So we'll get the insulation back in there, level the shower base, and we're looking good. Plumbing at the Brae. Well, it's another weekend down at the off-grid cabin. We're we just love it up here. The kids have the best sleeps in their own little bunkie. Our master cabin here has proved to be the best investment, and the original cabin that was here on the property tends to be the gathering spot, whether we're on the porch or inside. Or our guests this weekend slept upstairs. So again, on a future visit, this cistern will get figured out. We need to permanently mount the solar system, but now, you know, we've got the drain sort of backfilled. I'm going to bring some gravel in to backfill all that properly. But we got a lot of work done this weekend and still made time for some fun. We went for a nice ATV ride yesterday. And this place, it's a mess, I'm sorry, but we did have all of the plumbing that needs to go through the wall is done. This shower pan needs to be leveled, and then I need a layer of 1/2-inch drywall we'll put on the wall, and then we'll get the shower head put on there. But this is looking really good. Made some significant process. Oh, Matt forgot his long bit. Maybe I won't tell him about that. Anyways, no, it's been great. We had a successful weekend. The heater, actually, we used on one of the nights when it got chilly. And it did a really good job of heating up this building. This is a very well insulated structure. So we're looking forward to getting back up here probably in 2 weeks' time to come back and finish everything up. And then we'll be back up here again for a guys' weekend on Remembrance Day weekend. Hope you guys had a great weekend too. We'll talk to you soon.